Oh my God. Hello, everybody. Welcome to an episode of En-Syte. I'm your host, Steven. Okay, so last week, I'm not doing the thing I did last time. I'm not going to use what I used last time. We're going to act like last time didn't happen in terms of quality, in terms of camera quality. We're not going to go there. So, welcome all. All is welcome. How are you all doing this fine, lovely day? Things are interesting on this side of the world. I can say that much. I can definitely say that. Let's see here. Y'all already know what I'm doing. Y'all already know what I'm doing. I'm inviting people. So deal with it. Deal with it. Let's see. Boom. All right. Let's see. What else am I forgetting? I'm forgetting some people. Boom. 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 All right. Okay. Now. All right. Oh. Hold on. Boom. I'm trying to just invite certain people, so bear with me. Bear with me. Y'all good with that? Thank you. Be good with that, because I'm trying to make this good. So here. Okay. Oops, forgot to make that public. There we go. All right. Now that we're all settled in, why do I look laggy? I don't know why I'm looking laggy. It's a little weird. It's like, I don't know. It's like my camera's a little laggy. But we're trying to. Okay. All right. So we're trying to make sure this stuff is working right. But I look very, very laggy, and I don't know why. Am I good? Because nothing is popping up on the thing. Close that out. Okay. I'm trying to see is everything good, because for some odd reason it seems like it's saying it cannot connect. Wait, something's not right. Something is not right. So I'm just gonna copy. I'm gonna copy all of that real quick, and I'm gonna end this live. Just hold on a second, YouTube. I'm gonna end this live. Delete the video. Start a whole nother live. Access the camera. Paste all of that back. Okay. Share on the timeline, friends. All right. Cool. We're gonna try this again because it was being a little bogus. I don't understand why. Let's see if this works now, because it still doesn't. Something's not right. Something is not right, and I don't like it. I don't like it, and I don't know why. Okay. We're gonna try this again. I'm gonna try. We're gonna try. We definitely gonna try. Like, for realsies. Okay. Now I'm starting to see some things. I'm not sure, but hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of En-Syte. I'm your host, Steven. Maybe now it's freaking working, because it's like it wasn't beforehand. Because, God, it was just, I don't know what was wrong, but something was wrong. Something was all the way wrong. What's good, bro? What's up, everybody? Okay. Maybe now it's working, because it just gave me just the whole kind of the freaking right now. because it wasn't connecting. It was on, it was going, but it seemed like it kept knocking my video around like crazy. So YouTube, you have to deal with that intro twice. Facebook got to deal with a delay. We're all good though. All right, cool, gravy. All right, so here's the thing. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool, best friend. You got 10 minutes. Okay, so first thing first, in the description, our YouTube, Facebook only. In the description of the title on Facebook, there's a link to the Cake Lady. It's a good friend of mine. She does baked goods, designs them, everything, and they are delicious. If you want to click onto the link, you can click onto the link, go to the site, and see if there's something that you might want to order. And if you do go there and order, use this promo code En-Syte 2020. That'll give you 10% off anything over $50, 20% off anything over $100. So if you're interested, go right over there and get up in there and support my friend. Trust and believe me, her stuff is good. Her baked goods are delicious. Trust me. So, with Valentine's Day coming up around the corner and everything of that good nature, I decided on we're gonna talk about love. Let's talk about a little bit of love. You gotta have some love and everything of that nature. So I'm saying, let's talk about some love in this piece. There's nothing wrong with talking about a little bit of love here and there. So I read this small article. And it is titled, "Real Love is Pushing Someone to Do Better, but not Forcing Them to Change." Which that line right there already speaks volumes. Real love is pushing someone to do better, but not force them to change. So you don't want to change a person, but you do want them to do better. You want them to grow as an individual and grow as a person and make sure that they are, in that spectrum of, this is what it is. And this is what love really is. So I'm going to read bits and pieces of this article over the course of the show. And the whole is going to be read. The whole article is going to be read. Hey, Alexis. And we're going to find out if anyone who was involved with somebody or was involved with somebody or is trying to be involved with somebody, see if it's going down this path of becoming real love. Now, hold on. My tablet is good for something, so it's not like I got to look on the computer screen for something. I can actually have it right here in front of me, which is great. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 9 different categories. There are 9 different categories in terms of if you and an individual have real love. So I'm going to get to those a little bit later, but we're going to start off with the first two segments of the first 2 segments of this article. Mind you, this article, also I got to give credit, this article was made by Gerald Sinclair. So gentleman by the name of Gerald Sinclair made this back a little over 2 years ago. All right, so here's the first 2 segments of it. True love is hard to find these days. Everyone wants to fix each other and no one is accepting their partners for who they truly are. Real love is not always roses and butterflies. It can be tremendously hard. It isn't accepting each other in the moment, but accepting each other through life no matter how hard things get. We cannot expect someone to change. If they are not who we want them to be now, they will not be who we want them to be with later. You cannot love someone and expect them to mold to fit your idea of who they should be. Love does not that way. So what that is basically saying is, we already know love is not, as it's said here, always roses and butterflies. It's not always sunshine, rainbows, buttercups, and things of that nature, all the lovely things. Love can be, and actually is at times, tremendously hard. And you never want to accept someone for the moment. You never want to just at the moment, love who they are. Because if you don't accept them for that moment, you're not going to accept them the next time around when they do something wrong. You're going to love I'm not going to say do something wrong, but do something that you're not happy with in terms of what they did. So you have to learn to love someone continuously if it is real love. You cannot, hey Mika, you cannot just love somebody just for that brief, small moment of time. Also, you cannot change an individual. You cannot change somebody from who they are. You cannot. Yes, you love them. That means you love them for who they are. You do not love them and then expect to change them. You cannot, and it was something that I seen that actually made sense. You cannot say you can't say you like a skinny girl, go out and date a thicker woman and expect her to lose weight. You cannot change someone to mold them to how you want them to be. You went after this person because you love them or you seen something in them for who they are. No ifs, ands, no buts. That is what that is. You cannot make someone be with you that doesn't really want to show that they want to be with you. You cannot change anybody who does not want to change. Yes, people do change. People can change. They can change for the better. They can change who they are. And eventually they will become more of an individual that you desire them to be, that you see within them. But they have to do that on their own. And that's the thing about it. People fail to realize that they think like certain situations, certain things, certain whatevers may cause a person to change and they'll become the person that you want them to be. No, because I'm pretty sure that there's some flaws within you that they don't like, but they accept them for who you are. Hey, Janelle, but they accept them for who you are. Due to the fact that they accept your flaws, you cannot change an individual because of theirs, because they're not suited to your style. If that's the case, then you need to find somebody else, because by you forcing someone to change, it's not going to change them for the better. It's going to change them for the worse. And you never, ever want to do that to a person. If you really do love someone, if you really do care for someone, changing them, hey, Misha, changing them like that isn't the best thing in the world. It is not. It really, truly is not. You cannot forcibly change someone's appearance. You cannot forcibly change someone's, you cannot forcibly change someone's mentality. Hey, Angelique, you cannot do that to someone. And as it says in this article, love does not work that way. So always remember that. Change is a good thing, but you never force the change. Change is a constant. Change is going to happen on its own. You never force the change. You never do it. Here's a good way of putting it. You never force a baby to use the bathroom so you can change their diaper, right? So why force any other forms of change? You don't. You don't. You're not going to change your oil in your car sooner than you need to and continuously, because, hey, that's going to eat up money. So why do it? Why? So that's something. Like, you don't want to force change. Hey, Gotti. Now, that's just something that everybody needs to understand. Never force change, period, point blank. Okay? The next part of this segment, in this life, we often confuse when it comes to real love and fake love. You see, we can all push our partner to be better without forcing him or her to do things that he or she doesn't want to do. There is a line, and it should not be crossed. I'm not going to say shouldn't, it should not be crossed. All of the best relationships are full of well-respected boundaries. Now, understand that. Understand that. Even in a relationship, there are boundaries. There are well-respected boundaries. And we often do get confused of what's real love versus what's fake love. And we all know that fake love can seem so realistic that you fall into that trap, and you never want to fall into that trap. And that's not technically going to be a good thing. It really isn't. So you want to be extremely careful about that. You never want to think that something is actually, you don't want to believe that something is fake to be real. You never want to. And that's where a lot of people make a mistake when it comes down to thinking that they found the one for them. And you are so enthralled by the fact that you are with somebody, that you are more so in love with the fact, you're more so in love with being in love, the thought of being in love, versus actually being in love with the person. And you think that the person loves you, but the person actually does not. Not in the way that you want them to anyway. And that is where things fail. So we want to be very, very careful about that. You want to be extremely careful about that because it can go south extremely quick. So yeah, you just want to be very, very careful about that. Period, point blank. Be very careful. But we can all push our partners to be better without forcing him or her to do things that he or she doesn't want to do. You never want to make anybody, whether the fact that you love them or in a relationship or whatever the case may be, never force someone to do something that he or she does not want to do. You never do that. You never want to make somebody do something that they don't want to do because that gives them the thought of being uncomfortable. And you never want to make an individual you love feel uncomfortable. You want to give them the ability to always be around you and always feel comfortable. You want to always make sure that they feel safe and secure around you at almost every rip, at almost every time, if not every time. And the thought of them being uncomfortable because you made them do something that they didn't want to do will kind of waver them to want to get away because they did this to me once. Who's to say they're not going to do it to me again? And that's something that nobody wants to go through. You don't want to put yourself through something that you don't want to go through. I don't. I sure as hell don't. So that's something you got to be extremely careful about. Excuse me. And that's just the scary part is someone forcing you to do something you don't want to do, and it's somebody that you love. It kind of hurts. It really does. It really, really does hurt, and you don't want to go through that. Period. So I'm gonna get to the 9 things last. I'm just gonna keep on reading the actual article itself and then go through it. I'm like, if it's anything wrong with this live feed, please let me know because I'm lagging again and I don't like it. I don't know if it's, please tell me that the video is actually going because if it's not, then I'm gonna have to change some things next time around. So just let me know if anything is wrong, messed up, in any case, whatever the case may be, let me know because they keep on giving me these event logs. Obviously, videos. Let's see, a video signal from video source for some time. The video source of Facebook is sufficient for the source resolution bit rate. Check your video encoder logs for details. If problem persists, consider improving connection quality and reducing the bit. So I'm having continuous problems literally every minute. Literally, like almost every minute I'm having an issue with my video. And I seriously do not like it. I don't. Like every minute or two, it's an issue and it's getting on my nerves. So if it's something wrong with this video, guys, please let me know. If it's nothing wrong with it, okay, fine. If you're having these issues, you can always go over to YouTube and see if that one is working fine. But I'm not 100% sure. So just let me know if I'm having any issues, because if it's going to be like this moving forward, then I might just have to leave Facebook entirely because I ain't going to have to go through this shit. I'm not going through it. I'm sorry. Plain and simple. I'm not going to go through it. So, all right. So next paragraph is, love is not selfish. It is accepting that no one is perfect and loving someone despite their quirks. Both partners should feel free to grow in the relationship and feel supported each and every step of the. Let's try that again. Both partners should feel free to grow in the relationship and feel supported each and every step along the way. That's what a partner is. It is someone who stands by your side through thick and thin. Again, someone who stands by your side through thick and thin. someone who puts just as much into the relationship as you do. And that's how it's supposed to be. That is how real love is supposed to feel. It's a two-way street, and you guys are basically walking towards each other, and you are meeting each other halfway. No one person putting more effort in than the other. You never want that feeling. You never want to do that, because that's not how it's supposed to be. You want to make sure that everything that you are doing is for the right reasons towards the right person. And there's one thing though that I've seen that actually makes sense. And this is something that has kind of something to do with this, but really doesn't. But at the same time, whatever. I'm gonna say it anyway. My show. I can say it. So the thing is, you rather love somebody too quickly versus loving the wrong person for too long. So we all know what that means. We all can know what that means. And you never, ever want to go through that, period, point blank. You don't want to. So you want to be extremely careful about that. You don't want to actually go through that type of mess when you want to love the wrong person for too long. Me, I'd rather do love at first sight within the first day of seeing someone versus me loving somebody that is not accepting of my love, not appreciative of my love, and doesn't love me back the same way for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, whatever the length of time may be. I'd rather have someone who sees me and I see them and we are both in love, or we both love each other to an extent that is just incredible within the first month of meeting each other, versus than me being with somebody for a longer time and the stuff is just, whatever. It's just, that's not a good feeling. It's really not. But real love is not selfish. Remember that. It's not selfish. You give. You give in order to receive. You cannot receive love if you do not give it. You cannot. Just like respect. You cannot get respect if you do not give it. Plain and simple. And it's a varied thing. It's a very, very varied thing. Excuse me. It's a varied thing in terms of it being unselfish. I mean, it's not always giving. You also have to understand that you have to receive things as well. You can't just be the one always give it. They have to give back as well. Just because you're not selfish doesn't mean they get to be. Ooh. I do not know where that yarn came from, but I am so sorry. I'm so sorry for that one. But yeah, you don't want to feel that shit. You don't. You really, really don't. And it could be one of those things that's just like, it's there, it's there, but you're trying to bear with it. The fact that this person isn't giving you the love that you're giving them. They're giving you enough to appease you, but not as much as you're giving them. So that way they are being kind of selfish, and you never want that. You always want someone to give you the same things in return. That's what it is. You want somebody that you want to be with somebody that you would crave on a regular basis. I say crave. Yes, I'm speaking like White Castle's crave case, that you just want them. You just desire them. You just want them around. And that love right there could be just that strong. So that is the thing. That is a major, major thing. All right. So, next paragraph. We do not change for each other. We change for ourselves. A relationship in which your partner only loves some of you is not one you want to be in, which is what I just said. They only giving you enough to appease you. There is a real sense of freedom and yet comfort when it comes to having found true love. We all have wounds. We have all felt rejection. We are all human. No one is perfect. There's no knight in shining armor. Sorry about that, ladies, but yeah, there is no Prince Charming, knight in shining armor to bring you to destiny's love. It's no such thing as him. Galahad is not here. I am so sorry for your loss, love. So yeah, there is no knight in shining armor. No one is perfect. We are all human. We have all felt rejection. We all have wounds. We all have wounds of pain. We do. We can help each other through them as best as we can. Some wounds, though, are deeper than others, and some they just need to heal on their own, and it's not something that someone else can actually help them do. There is a lot that can go on in a person's life in a X amount of time, and you don't know, because like you could end up meeting somebody who just, I'm not gonna say just got a relationship. You could meet somebody who got out of a relationship maybe about a year or so ago, and they are still in pain. Hey, Corey. Hey, Brandon. They are still in pain for something that they experienced in the past, and that's not something you can help with. Though you were not there for the situation, though you may not fully understand it, a person they either can or they can't help that person through said situation. So you actually, it all depends on how deep the wound is. It really does. Um, if you cannot help a person through their problems, through their situations, then you just want to sit back, still be there for the person, but sit back and let them fix themselves, because there's nothing much that you can do at this point. Real love, though, can actually overcome that. A person who really loves you will respect your boundaries and will respect your space, but at the same time will not leave you to cry by yourself. They will not leave you to sit alone and think and wonder and ponder. They want you to know that you don't have to worry about me leaving. You don't have to worry about them leaving, because the love is so strong that they're here to stay. They're here to make sure that you're good so that both y'all can be good together. So when both y'all are good together, it's called a great relationship. It's a great feeling when both y'all are good together. Let's like power couples and all of that. You want to be good together. Real love can actually manifest itself into that great feeling as long as both people meet each other halfway, do the things they're supposed to do, and actually let it develop in a natural sense, and don't force it. Don't force change. Don't force love onto somebody. Let it all happen naturally. If a person is going to change, they're going to change for themselves, but it's going to be for the better, and it's going to be because they want to change for you. They want to change for themselves, and they want to change so they can be a better person for you. It has happened. It can happen. There's people who were drug addicts who get out of that because somebody who actually cared for them and loved them said, hey, just need you to get clean. Just need you to do this. Because they realize that, yeah, this person really cares for me. This person is really supporting me. Let me go ahead and get clean. And you got these people who have been clean for drugs for 10 years, 15 years, just because of this one person supported them and made them feel great about themselves. And that's what that is. That is that feeling. And you don't want to lose that feeling, you know? And that's really what it is. That's really what it is. And it's just incredible feeling to have. It's an incredible emotion to have. And it is just utterly incredible. It really, really is to have that kind of feeling. Some of us have experienced it, some of us have not. But before I get into the 9 things, there's one more paragraph. There's one more paragraph. And then I'm going to get into the 9 things and talk about these 9 things individually. If you have someone in your life who you love with all your heart, that you would not change for the world, you have found something very special. I felt like I read that whole thing completely wrong, but hey, you know. Real love is something many spend their whole lives searching for and never find it. Now, for those of you who are still searching, stop. Let love find you. It comes out of the most unexpected places at the most unexpected times. There, that last line right there, where it says, now, those of you who are still searching, stop. Let love find you. It comes out of the most unexpected places at the most unexpected times. You don't even have to go looking. You you just go out, do your regular thing, and next thing you know, fate in some weird way, shape, or form, or whatever thing that you believe in is going to pull you to somebody. That is one constant about every single thing, every single way people see it. Whether you are Christian, no matter what religion you follow, whether if you're non-religious, whether you believe in the universe, whether you believe whatever it is that you believe in, they all have the same goal in terms of you are going to meet your one person in the most unexpected places at the most unexpected time, and it's going to be somebody. It could be somebody that you don't even expect it to be. It could be somebody that you know, somebody you don't know. You never know. It can always be something just clean out of nowhere, and you just don't know. It just happens. It just happens. And that's something that you got to understand. It just happens. And actually understand the fact, hey, Moni, and actually understand the fact that it does happen unexpectedly. Love happens tremendously unexpectedly, and to a degree and to a point that it is just incredible. And you don't want to let it go. You don't want that feeling to ever go away in life. And some of us do stupid things when we're in love. When you found real love, you do some stupid shit that you don't realize you do. But that's what it is. We're talking about real love. We're talking about real love. I just read the entire article that a gentleman by the name of Gerald Sinclair wrote back in October of 2017. So that's what we're talking about right now. Hey, Brady. So yeah, you just need to sit back, relax, continue to do your thing, because you never know where it's going to pop up, who it's going to pop up from, how is it going to pop up, blah, 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 blah. But just know that this incredible feeling will never wander. Like Auntie. No, actually, no, because she talks about searching for real love. In this article, these very last two lines say, now for those, and I quote, now for those who are still searching, stop. Let love find you. It comes out of the most unexpected places at the most unexpected times, end quote. So not exactly like Auntie J. Blige. Auntie J. Blige was asking everybody to search for real love. Nothing against her song, great song, but not in this regard. So, yeah. But real love is a feeling like none other. For those of you who have not experienced it, experience it. There are people out there who are willing to give it to you. That real love, Simone says, that real love will knock the shit out of you, make you wonder who sent this person. Yeah, it will. But that person was sent to you for a reason. It was sent to you because they know that you needed said person. They know that said person was needed. Now, here's the thing. There are 9 little parts inside of this article. 9 parts. And there are 9 different things. And it says, if you both do the following, you have real love. There's that click. Okay. Sorry, my nose is itching. I keep trying to scratch it without scratching it, and it's just irritating. So y'all just got to deal with that right there. Sorry. Um, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you both do the following, you have real love. Number one, you support one another. So no matter what it is that a person does, whatever your partner is that they do, whatever goals that they want to accomplish, you are going to support them. You're going to support them in a way that you do that. Yes, you can do that with a friend, but it's a little bit different when you do it with someone that you actually love. You support something that they do. You support each other, you uplift each other, and you hold each other to make sure that everything that they want to do and everything that they accomplish is actually without, without a doubt, someone's at your back. Someone is at your back the entire time. It's just like that one picture when they see like the person who supported you, is that one person. And then once you make it to the top, you have all these people that's congratulating you. Never forget about that one person though, who was there before you even started. Like if you was doing music, don't forget about that one person. Don't forget about that one person who supported you. You had a microphone, he got you a stand, or she got you a stand. Got you a speaker, got you the power cords, things of that nature. Never forget that. Hey, Irene, never forget that. Hey, Thea, never forget that. So with a person who supports you, a person who stands by your side and supports the decision that you do is someone that truly cares for you, and you really do want to support each other. Cree says, asking for hookups, get off the dating sites. Just wait. You have to be right to meet Mr. or Mrs. Right. Yes, yes, you do. That is actually very well said. You have to be right to meet Mr. or Mrs. Right. You can't do things wrong. You can't do things wrong and expect for somebody to come along and be right by you. I'm just saying. But yes, that's what you want to do. You never want to forget that person who supported you. Now, number two, you care about each other. Now, it's not just the whole static, oh, I care for you. No. It's legitimately caring about each other. You call, that person calls, you turn, hey, you okay? Because I immediately thought is you getting sick, you all right, you need medicine, blah, 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 blah. Let's go get you this, let's go get you that. You really care about a person. You care about their well-being, you care about their mental health, you care about their emotional health, you care about this person entirely. You care about how they feel. You care about what they think. You care about what they have to say. That's caring about each other. And they have to do the same for you. It's not a one-way street. None of this stuff is a one-way street. Caring for each other is a big, big thing. It is showing the fact that, for one, this person is a big part of your life. You actually care. Yes, again, care about what the person thinks, says, does, do, whatever the case may be. Caring for each other is a big thing. Number three, you don't try to fix the other person. Now, we all, like I said beforehand, we all have wounds. We all have been through some shit. We all have been hurt. Some more so than others. Some way more than some of the other people. But you cannot fix them. You do not try to fix them. You can stand by their side and support them as they fix themselves. Don't leave their side. Don't waver, because it can be a problem that they have. They feel as if that somebody leaves them, that they have abandonment issues. And that's something that they don't want. They want someone to stand by their side. No matter how hard someone tries to push you away, you still stand by their side. You still stick with them, because you know that they're trying to force you away because they are afraid of what it is that they're feeling. And they're afraid that this thing is not real when it actually is real. This feeling that someone actually really does love you, really does care for you, really does support you. I'm still going to keep going back and forth to probably those two things, this entire thing. So deal with it. But you never try to fix that person. You don't do it. You understand that the fact that people need time to heal. People need that time to come back down to who they once were before they got hurt. But at the same time, some people are hurting so bad that you might need that person. Just as if you skinned your knee, yeah, you go ahead, you put the Band-Aid on it, and you're good as gold. But you end up gashing a part of your body, you're going to go to the hospital for that to heal. You're not going to be like, okay, just put something on it, close it up, call it a day. No, you're going to do something. You're going to have somebody help you, or go to somebody who can help you heal that wound. So sometimes you don't try to fix each other, but sometimes the wounds are so big that you need somebody to at least give you that push, actually understand that, hey, I know that you're hurt. I know you have been hurt. I'm not here to fix you, but I'm here to stand by your side to make sure that you fix yourself, and to make sure you don't waver, to make sure you don't slip, to make sure you don't fall off, to make sure that you are doing what you need to do for yourself the right way. Number 4, you have similar goals and values in life. Of course, this is a common thing just at the beginning of a relationship. When you're talking to somebody, that you're dating, you're going to ask, what's up, D? You're going to ask somebody, like, okay, so what are your goals in the next 5 years? Or what is it? Yeah, that is a common stagnant thing in the beginning. But you still want to continue to have those similar goals while with each other. You still want to make sure that both you and your partner are going in the same direction at the same time to meet the same finish line for each and everything that you all have set. And sometimes you all work together and say, okay, we're going to have this by this. Okay, so we're going to plan out to have our own house by March of 2022. We're going to make sure that we, do this by this month of this year, do this by this month of this year, and make sure that we are both going to be well offly financially stable, or whatever the case may be, by this year and this month, or whatever the case may be. So yes, you always want to make sure that you have the same goals, and actually you can plan those, which is actually a great thing. Plan them together. That way you know that you have yourself your teammate, you have yourself your partner, you have yourself your hero and your other hero working side by side. Ain't no hero sidekick. You have your two heroes working together to make sure that everything is functioning out perfectly fine. Number 5. Now, I can't see how anybody can have any form of love, relationship, or anything like that if you don't have number 5. You get along well. You get along well. You don't just get along. You don't just tolerate somebody. You get along well, which means no matter what, we at each other in the morning and love each other back that same night. You get along. That is a thing. You have to get along. You have to understand that getting along is a major thing. You have to get along. Getting along shows the fact that you two care about each other. I told you I'm going to go back to some of the previous ones I already said, so deal with it. Getting along shows that you not only just care about each other, not only that you love each other, but you both can actually be around each other on a regular basis without getting tired of each other. And that's what some people want. Some people want to be around their partner and never get tired of them. You never, ever want to get tired. If you ever get tired of your partner, that means you don't want to be in that relationship anymore, because you're not supposed to get tired of your partner. You get tired of some ways, some methods, and some things, but you don't get tired of your partner. I'm sorry. All right. So yes, getting along is a huge thing. It's a huge thing. So you have to make sure you have that. You have to make sure you have to have that a part of your thing. That's a mainstream. You have to get along. You have to get along. I'm sorry. But number 6 is you can communicate well with one another. You don't even have to speak. If your communication is so well with your partner, you don't even have to speak. Y'all can nod, wink, make a lip movement, make a hand gesture or something of that nature, and the other person knows exactly what you're saying. That is it. Plain and simple. It's just, yes, respect of space. Like Creature said, respect of space is healthy. Sometimes distance is understandable, but you never want to be tired of the person. You never want to. I still say that. But I do agree with that, Cree. Respect the space. Respect of space is healthy. I do agree with that fully. You communicate well with each other. Yes, communication is truly, truly key in any form of relationship, whether it be a work relationship, an actual physical relationship, a friendship that requires a connection like that, communication is a good thing. But you communicate well with one another. You understand that communication between the both of you is something that is needed, that is necessary, and that you can communicate with each other no matter what. You can call each other on the phone and say just 3 words, and that person knows the 15 things to do from them 3 words. You never know. Communication is a big thing, but communicating well, it's a thing. Yes, Cree, no badgering. No badgering. None of that. Never getting on somebody. No badgering. All right, number 7. You don't ignore each other. Now, you may be upset at each other. You may get mad at each other, or whatever the case may be. But you never ignore one another. You never ignore each other. A person may be mad at you, or you may be mad at them, but you should never ignore them. Do not do that, because all that's going to do is create more problems, more issues, more tension. It's going to do things that you don't need it to do, you don't want it to do, and that's going to mess up everything. You don't want to ignore nobody. Don't do it. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt them. And ignoring someone isn't the best policy. See, I've been looking at this clock on a Facebook Live, but I forgot that quickly. I had to restart it, so it's behind. So I actually don't have as much time as I think I do now looking at the YouTube clock. The live time on the YouTube clock says 47 minutes, but the one on live on Facebook says 43. But I'm almost done, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, don't ignore each other. Don't do that. You don't. Just continue to communicate. Even when you don't want like each other, even though you're not around each other, even though you don't want to, even though you're mad at each other, talk. And still talk with respect. Just because you're mad at a person does not give you the right to disrespect that person in a relationship. Doesn't matter. Never disrespect your partner, no matter how mad you are at them. Never disrespect anybody, no matter how mad you are at them. Understand that one right there. Number 8. You are accepting each other's flaws. Now, this is something that is just a given. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Oh, we already know intimacy is a thing. You ain't got to ask about that. We're going to get on that later. But remember, you are accepting each other's flaws. We all have flaws. We all have defects. We are all human. We are not perfect. So understand the fact that our flaws are something that's going to be there. And they're more than likely not going to change. We can probably ease off on them, but they're not going to change. So understand that this is what it is. This is who I am. This is the person that you fell in love with. This is the person that you're going to get along very well with. Trust me. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. But no, all jokes aside, yes. You have to accept the flaws. You got to accept them all. Okay? Now, understand, like if in the beginning it's something that's a deal breaker, fine. It's a deal breaker for you. But you cannot expect to love someone and then like you get tired of their flaws. You knew about their flaws from before you even fell in love with them. So you can't all of a sudden just want to ditch it because of a flaw. No, you have to, you accepted it in the beginning. Don't change your mind now. Don't. Number 9, you do not feel like something is missing. Like throughout the whole course of your relationship, no matter what, you don't feel as if something is off, something's wrong, something's missing. Like, I love her, but something just don't feel right. I feel like something's just not there, like it's supposed to be. Something is not there. It's a weird feeling, like it's just not there. I love her, but it's just not there. Just trying to figure it out, trying to coax it and everything of that nature. So, just trying to figure it out, but I can't quite figure it out. But you understand what I'm saying, right? You understand it. You understand. But it's just like, but don't have that feeling like something's missing. If you feel like something is missing and you have a feeling of what it could be or what it might be, communicate with one another. Talk to that person and see what it is. See what it could be. See what it may be. Talk to them. See about it. See what it is. See what it could be. Get it out in the air. Get it out in the open. Get it done. Get her done. Plain and simple. You know? But yeah. Now, number 10, even though number 10 is not on this list, because Cree brought it up, be intimate, be affectionate. Physical contact is also needed as well as the emotional contact. Showing someone that you love them and telling someone that you love them tie hand in hand. You can say I love you to someone all day long, but if you don't show it, they're not going to believe it. Yes, you could do all of these steps right here, and they will feel it to a degree. But if you're not physically showing this love, if you're not physically showing this love to each other, it's not going to matter all these steps that you follow. It's not. Showing intimacy, showing the love that you have for a person, whether it's just you giving a massage, I'm trying to think of other things other than having sex, but giving a massage, just blow drying your girl's hair, girls, you brushing your guy's hair, putting lotion on after he or she gets out the shower, whatever the case may be. Just cuddling, damn it. Spoon a little bit. Like, spoon a little bit, just spoon some, And those things are needed. Those things are definitely needed. So remember to follow those 10 steps. Remember those 10 things that I said, because those things will show if you have real love. If you have all 10 of these, you are blessed. If you have all 10 of these things that I have mentioned, you are truly blessed. And never forget that. Never lose it. If you have half of them, you're doing good. You're working your way there. If you don't have any, they're going to come. Don't fret. Don't worry. Don't be sad about it. They're going to come. So, with that being said, that is the end of this segment. 1 second. For those of you, sorry, YouTube again, Facebook only. Nothing against you, YouTube. It's just the fact I can't share this like that yet because it's going to take time for it to grow. Just letting you know. I keep on looking at the TV screen rather than looking at the camera because it's just looking like I'm just looking off over to the side and like this and not actually looking at the camera. So it's weird. So yes, in the link in the description of the title, there's a link. There's a link to the Cake Ladies page. If you click on that, it's a good friend of mine. She makes baked goods. Cree says, if you can't do it, you aren't ready, nor are you healed. That is very true. That is very true. There's a link in the title description. If you want to click on it, go over to the Cake Ladies page, like the page, share the page. And if you are interested in having anything, whether it's just some sweets for a party or whatever the case may be, use the promo code En-Syte 2020. That's ENSYTE 2020. That will give you 10% off any purchase over $50, and they'll give you 20% off any purchase over $100. Trust, believe me, she can design the hell out of some baked goods. Go over there, take a look at her pictures, take a look at what she has, and trust, believe, she can find something that will suit your needs and satisfy your taste buds. Because trust and believe me, she got me on cookies all the time. So chocolate chip cookies are delicious. Trust me, they are delicious. Romania? Okay, I'm gonna talk to you later about Romania, Cree, because I'm a little thrown off because I got to get off right now. But again, go ahead and click on that link. Boom, boom, boom. Get yourself a nicely designed cake. Tell her what you want. 9 times out of 10, fuck that. 10 times out of 10, she can make it. Use the En-Syte code 2020. And let her know Steve from En-Syte sent you. Trust, believe me, she'll know. With that all being said, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. If you can't share this video, you never know. Someone may need to hear it. And yeah, the cake lady. It's a link. The link is in my description. Yeah. It's a wholesale bakery. Just click on it and just go right onto it. Trust, believe me. It's a great page. Yes, it's called the Cake Lady. But thank you all for watching. Go ahead and share this video. Like I said, you never know, someone may need to hear it. As always, stay insightful. Peace.